तीसरे दिन के दूसरे सेशन में हम लोग पेंडास लाइब्रेरी के बारे में देखेंगे, क्योंकि पिछला वीडियो काफ़ी लंबा हो गया था, इसलिए उसमें पेंडास लाइब्रेरी को इंक्लूड करना मुझे उचित नहीं लगा। तो पेंडास लाइब्रेरी के लिए मैंने एक नया वीडियो ही रिकॉर्ड किया है। तो वेलकम टू सेकेंड सेशन ऑफ थर्ड डे in which we will learn about pandas library. So pandas library is basically used to import data from files, and pandas library offers many important methods, that means inbuilt functions, so that they are helpful in accessing those data. Okay, let's see some of them. You have seen that you have used this long command to import data from this file marks.csv, and even we have used this longer command to get the data between two columns of age group COVID CSV file from this COVID CSV file. You can see that here, from here. And but we will see that using pandas library we can import this data very easily. So let's start importing the library. We know that in order to use any library we have to import this, that, and pandas library can be simply imported as import pandas as pd. Then the data from any file can be used with this read csv function. Okay, data equal to pd dot read csv and provide the file name. Okay, if your file is not saved in the same folder, like you can see that in my case the files are saved in the program folder here, so I can access them directly. If your file is not saved in the same folder, provide the complete path, like down if you have downloaded the file, then append the file name here, complete path, sorry, it should be backslash, write your complete path here, and then use slash of download folder, and then use a slash and then provide the file name. In this way you can access the file. Okay, and after importing the data, you can either print the data directly, you can print the data, print print data, and you can visualize it. Let's check the data, and you can see that whole data is printed. Okay, this is the data. Sorry, there are some. Okay, this I have tested few commands before recording this video. So you can directly print the data like this, and you can see this data. But printing whole data is not a very good idea, because if you have a very large file, then printing a complete data is not good. That's why we will try to get some idea about data. For example, you can use save function. Okay, it is not a function, it is a property, that's why there is no parenthesis here. So we got some idea about the data, that data has 10 rows and 4 columns. You can see that in the output. Also you can get the head of data. Head, this is a function head, that's why we have to use open and close parenthesis here. Okay, so let's run this and get the head of data. So head, what this head function does, it access the 5 rows of data. First is the header, and these are 5 rows. Okay, 0 1 2 3 4. We know that counting starts from 0, so the head function will access top 5 rows of data. Okay, including the header. Okay, you can see that there is also header is included. Another function to access the last part of data, we have tail function. So let's see what tail does. So tail will give you last 5 last 5 rows of data. Okay, in this way you will get some idea about the data. Okay, accessing a data is very simple. Suppose you want to access the total cases data, then simply copy this attribute, copy this, and simply use this. And now you can get the row related to total cases. Let's run this. Sorry, column related to total cases. Oh, sorry, tail is not required here. And now you can see that the row corresponding, sorry, column corresponding to total cases is printed. Okay, also you can get the age group. Okay, so print data, and we have to use capital bracket here, and we will use age group. Let's check the output. And you can see that the age group is printed here. Okay, we are getting, first we will get total cases, and we will, in the next print command is about the age group, and in the next line we are getting total cases. Now you can see that the accessing the data is so much easy using pandas library. Okay, you can see that to access the same data we have to write this long command. Okay, and now we can simply import matplotlib.pyplot as plt, and we can write plt dot, we can plot those pie chart, and you can give it total cases equal v, and we can give labels equal to this age group, and plt dot show, and let's click this. You can see that with such a small command you can do the same work. Okay, that is plotting the age group data. Let me check whether you are seeing this or not. I want to be assured that whether you are able to see. Yes, you are able to see the data. So in this simple 3-4 lines of command you can plot the same data. Okay, okay, this much is here. These are some few uses of pandas library, but the pandas library is very enormous actually. You can do a 7-day course on pandas library itself, and I will comment this out, and we will work with a much bigger data. Okay, let me give you some idea about the data, and the data is actual COVID data of 4 months. Check this data, total COVID data. This I have downloaded from some website where it is available freely. I will give you link later. Look at the data, try to get some idea about the data. Data has 1 2 3 4 5 and 6, sorry, 5 columns. In the first column it has entity means country, like here it is Afghanistan. Second is a short code for country, AFG for Afghanistan. Third is date, they are starting recording data from December 31, and then this is the complete date, and then we have total confirmed cases of COVID-19. For example, Afghanistan has on 31st December 2019 have 0 cases, and he has 0 cases until he hits the first case here Afghanistan on 25th February. And you can see that the data is increasing very fast, 715, and data is till 8th June. Okay, I have downloaded this file on 8th June, so the data is 8th or some 10th June, like that. So the data is of each country till 8th June. You can see that Africa has data, whole continent has it. It has data of whole continent Africa. Okay, you can see that it's the same way. Similarly, you can find India somewhere very in between somewhere. So this is a very large data and the number of columns. So we try to work with this data. In order to work this data, we will first try to import it. Okay, so let's try to import this. So here I have imported that data, roll slash. Okay, and in order to get some idea about the data, let me show you how large this data set is. Print df dot shape. Let's check the shape of data. So shape is not a function, it's a property of df. And let's run this. E is not defined. Sorry, I have to again import the port as pd. Okay, let's do it again. You can see that this data has 24,750 rows and 4 columns. Okay, so it is not a good idea to print such huge amount of data, and you will not get everything. Surely terminal has some restriction that you will get printed some 100 line, 200 line. There is some restriction. Okay, so you cannot get the whole data printed on terminal. Okay, in general, in normal case. So we will get some idea about the data. Then next case, what we will see, we will try to get some, we have got some idea about the size of the data. Now we will try to get some idea about the head, what is in the data. So we will print the head of data. So let's print. So while printing head, we got to know that it has 4 columns. First is entity, in which we have country name. Second we have code, country code. Third we have date, and fourth term we have total number of confirmed COVID cases. Okay, now the from this large data, we want to find the data corresponding to India only. Okay, so in the case of India, each row like this will have entity equal to India. So what we will do, we will chop this data using this function df. We will take this data frame here, df. This, the data stored in pandas library is often referred as data frame, so we will name them as df. So data frame, and from this data frame, we will access only those rows which has entity equal to India. Look at how we can access entity. The command I have written, first df, then in capital bracket we have df dot entity. Entity is the property of data here. Entity dot equal to whose row, that is entity equal to India. Now we will get a smaller data frame. Okay, from this data frame I have selected only those data which have entity equal to India. So let's check how this data look. So df2, again we will do some shape first analysis. We will try to get some idea about this data, and first we will print this shape. And when we print the shape, we can see that the number of rows has reduced, that is 160. It means that this database has 160 days of data for India. Okay, now we can also ask about the head of the data. Head of the data, let's check the head of this data. It will be the same actually. You can see that entity is India, code is IND, date is, the data is started from December 2019, and number of COVID cases on December 2019 is 0 only. Now we will ask about tail of this data. Now tail of the data, entity is again India, code is India, June 8th. So data is up to 8th June, and you can see that huge amount of COVID confirmed cases. 1 2 3,000, 2,56,611 people has been infected till 8th June 2020. Okay, now what we want to get from this data, we want to take only the this part of this data, total cases. So we will copy that and we will use square bracket, and inside this double quotes, and now we will get only a array of data which has COVID cases of 160 days. Okay, so this is the data. We will again, we would not like, we should not print this because this is large enough. So what we will do, we will try to plot this. Okay, and plot this against date variable. Okay, so again we have to, in order to plot this, we will use matplotlib library. So import matplotlib.pyplot as plt, and then we would like to plot the number of positive COVID cases on daily basis. Okay, so plt dot, we will plot bar graph this time, and first we will date. In the x-axis we want the date to be printed, on the y-axis we want this part, the positive cases on that date should be printed. So control V, let's delete these things, we don't require these things. Okay, and then we will make plot dot show. Let's try to get some idea about this use data. Let's print this. Now I think you can see that. Okay, yes, you can see that the bar graph is plotted here. Okay, you can see that in the beginning we have very few COVID cases, the bar is flat, and you can see the steep curve getting exponential curve. Okay, this is a classic exponential curve, and this this data tells about the severity of this COVID-19 outbreak, that how fast it is growing despite the lockdown has been somewhere in March, I think. Okay, so you can see that such severity of COVID-19. Okay, the date is printed here on this black line, which you can't able to see. In order to see those date, you can zoom this data. So what we will do, we will select this zoom, and let's start of the data. You can see that the data has been started from 31st December, and when you press the home button here, the graph will be reset, and you can see the last data. Okay, here you can see that the last bar of this data is of 8th June 2020. Okay, you can plot. So in this way we can see that, in this way we can plot a real data. Okay, and you can do analysis on them. You can make this plot even better using attributes. So इस तरह हम लोगों ने देखा कि कैसे हम एक रियल डेटा जो जनरेट हो रहा है हमारे सिस्टम पर, हमारे सिस्टम पे या वर्ल्ड में जनरेट हो रहा है, उसकी हम एनालिसिस कर सकते हैं. आप यहाँ पे नाम इंडिया की जगह चेंज कर दोगे और किसी दूसरे देश का नाम ले लोगे, मान लो आप इटली ले लो, तो आपको इटली का डेटा मिल जाएगा. Let's check. You can see that Italy, and let's make it color equal to green. Let's see whether we are getting the data of Italy or not. The data file is huge, so maybe that's why it is taking so much time. I have to close this. You can see that this is the data of Italy, and you can see that the coronavirus outbreak is getting stabilized. Okay, you can see that the curve is getting flattened. Okay, it has bent. Okay, it is bending towards down. So this is what is called the bend, flattening the curve. Okay, a term, a popular term जो आजकल बार बार कहते हैं, flatten the curve. This is what it means, flatten the curve. The curve has to go upwards, but it has went downward. Okay, because the restriction posed by the government of Italy, the cases has become controlled. Okay, or you can see that till 8th June its curve is getting reversed direction of. So in this way we can do some analysis about the about real data. Okay, और इस तरह आप जो है तरह तरह के डेटा डाउनलोड कर सकते हैं नेट से। आप जो जनरेट हो रहा है, जो ओपनली अवेलेबल है, आप उसे डाउनलोड कीजिए, उसको इसकी एनालिसिस कर सकते हैं, उसको एनालिसिस कीजिए, प्लॉट कीजिए, देखिए। और जो प्रोजेक्ट 1 है वो यही है, आपको 3 देश चुनने हैं। आपको 3 देश के डेटा जो है, ये डेटा फाइल मैं आपसे शेयर कर दूंगा, मैं आपको लिंक भी दे दूंगा कि इसे कहाँ से डाउनलोड किया गया है। आप उसे लीजिए और उसे प्लॉट कीजिए और देखिए कि इसका कैसा ग्रोथ कर्व है, उसकी एनालिसिस कीजिए। इफ़ यू प्लॉट ए डेटा देन यू कैन गेट सम इंसाइट अबाउट दैट। जैसे हम प्लॉट करके देख सकते हैं कि इंडिया का जो कोविड केस है वो कंट्रोल नहीं हो रहा है, वो अभी भी उसी रफ्त मतलब एक एक्सपोनेंशियल ग्रोथ में वो बढ़ रहा है, वो घटा नहीं है। लेकिन हम देख सकते हैं इटली का जो डेटा है वो दूसरे डायरेक्शन में चला गया है, वो घटना शुरू हो गया है। तो दिस वे यू कैन प्रिडिक्ट समथिंग अबाउट द रियलिटी, और यू कैन एक्सपेक्ट समथिंग अबाउट द फ्यूचर। थैंक यू वेरी मच। आज तीसरा दिन को समाप्त करता हूँ। थैंक यू वेरी मच।